Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, welcome again to all the devotees. Please, Riya Mataji would like to say the prayers.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Satyanna Manovishtam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Shayam Rupam Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajibam Sa Advaitam Sa Adbhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Satyana Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitam Sa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopeka Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyasa Kripa Sindhuve Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Satyanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vashadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna
Mataji.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So, in chapter 18, we have so far studied so many things. We have heard about Arjuna's two questions, questions related to purpose of renunciation and the renounced order of life. Then Lord gives the conclusion of Sankhya philosophy and Vedanta philosophy, and then how the three modes of material nature affect our activities. Then also the occupational work which one is forced to perform as per the Varna Ashrama. Then from Karma Yoga to Jnana Yoga to Ashtanga, and then thereafter pure devotional service and pure devotional service. And how one can render by surrendering to the super soul or Paramatma feature of Lord present in within us. And then Lord in 65, he says, Man Mada Bhav Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskru. He gives guidelines how one can become a devotee of Lord Krishna, and that is the process of devotion is given by Lord Krishna in verse 65 that we discussed in last term. Man Mana Bhav Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskru Mam Evashasi Satyam Te Pratikjane Priyo Asi Me. One who surrenders, always thinks of me, becomes my devotee, one who always worships me and offers respect to me by Shastang or Panchang, Pranam. I promise that Satyam Te, Lord says that he virtually takes guarantee or say that he will be, such a devotee will be very dear to him. So this is what we heard, and how we do it. 65. How we do it, this devotion, Lord has mentioned here that always think of me. Thinking of me means concentration. Thinking of me is concentrating always on our mind on Krishna, that is his name, form, pastime, and attributes and the various other features. Thereafter, he says that one has to concentrate on Shyam Sundar form, that is two-armed form, with beautiful flute in his hand and all those garlands and everything. Then Mad Bhakto, become my devotee. How one can become devotee? We know we have to do so many activities, going to temple, offering prasadam, preparing garland, offering flowers. So all these are the methods by which we can become his devotee, Madhyaji. And thereafter, Mam Namaskuru, that is Ashtanga Pranam or Panchang Pranam. Mam Evashyasi, that means if one does any of these 4 or 5 activities, then Krishna says that he takes an oath, Satyam Te, that he will be dear to such a person will be dear to Krishna. So this is what assurance Lord has given us in 65. Now we will move on to 66. Yes, Mataji. Ria Mataji, please.
Okay, Prabhuji. Sarvadharmam परित्यज्य मम एकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वं सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्ष्यस्यामि मा शुच. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Now, Lord in earlier verse said, become my devotee and worship me. Now, we are contaminated souls. How can, unless our sins are neutralized or sins are terminated, we cannot become a pure devotee. So, how one can perform pure devotion in such conditions? So, Krishna says in 7.28, Yesham tom antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moh nirmukta bhajante mam dhrarvata. So one has to become purify himself. And how can we purify ourselves or sins can be undone? We have to chant, we have to follow the regulative principle, and we have to follow the instructions given by our spiritual master. So Krishna, though being sinful, so one has to get rid of sins first or sinful reactions first, then only one can become pure devotee. So in the next verse, Lord is now giving answer that what should be done. He says that abandon all varieties of religion. Now he has talked about soul, super soul. He has talked about Gyan Yoga. He has talked about Karma Yoga. He has talked about Sannyasa, Varnashram. So many meditation. He has talked about Tyaga or renunciation and sense control and mind control. So Lord says now here that abandon all varieties of religion. Leave aside all these things, whatever I have told you so far, and just surrender it to me. A person who surrenders to Lord Krishna, he becomes automatically purified of all sins, and I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Lord has said that you, Gary, sinful reaction, you have done so many sins in the previous Janma. So this is final conclusion, in fact, of Bhagavad Gita, which says that forget about all these kind of dharmas that you have been taught so far. Just surrender, and God, Lord assures that He will take care and give up all processes of karma kanda or gyan kanda or ashtanga yoga. So now through Arjuna, as a matter of fact, Krishna is instructing all of us, the entire world, that what is the ultimate beginning of devotion, pure devotion. Just surrender to Lord Krishna, and He will take care. There is no doubt about it. And he has also mentioned earlier in verse chapter number 9, verse number 22, that Ananyas chintyantu mam ye janah paripasate tesham nityuktanam yog shemam bhavyam. Those who worship me with dedication and devotion, and those who surrender unto me, tesham nityuktanam Yog Shemam Bahamyam. He has assured whatever they possess, I shall protect them, and whatever they lack, I will provide them. So this is a guarantee from Lord Krishna that if one just surrenders to Krishna, he will take care, and there is no need to fear. Now, this is in relation to Arjuna, because we remember that he is standing in the battlefield. And in the battlefield, he was very reluctant to fight. So Lord is now instructing through Arjuna, all of us, that just surrender unto me. Don't think of present, don't think of past, don't think of what will happen, and just surrender and act according to your Varnashrama. So, yes, Mataji, Chanda Mataji, you wanted to say something?
Yes, Prabhuji, this particular shloka, I have memorized it and I chant this particular, because this shloka, it connects me to Krishna so near to the lotus feet. And this is so, when I chant, I feel I'm somewhere. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. So I chant in a raga, and it gave me immense peace to my heart and mind.
Thank you, Mataji. So this 18.65 has been repeated in verse 9.34, chapter 9 also says. But why Lord is mentioning this? This is the only shloka which is given in Bhagavad Gita twice, at two places. One is 9.34 and here other is 18.65. Why? Because Lord wants to emphasize the essence of Gita to devotees, through Arjuna, to all devotees. So that is why these both verses should be memorized together and chanted. Then it gives tremendous good relief and confidence, and brings us much closer to Krishna. So this is summary of 18, this section 18.54 to 66. What was the confidential knowledge? Knowledge of Brahman or the Paramatma feature and surrender to Super Soul. That was most confidential knowledge. Then knowledge of Paramatma was given confidential. More confidential and most confidential knowledge was performing devotional service to Sri Krishna, Bhagwan Sri Krishna, that is Bhagwan feature. So you will remember that analogy, the sun globe, the sun god, the sun globe, and the sun planet, and the sunshine. So Brahman Jyoti, Paramatma feature of Lord, and lastly the God, Bhagwan feature of realization. Yes, dear Mataji, please continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
Preaching and studying Bhagavad Gita.
So now,
Preaching and studying Bhagavad Gita.
yes, Mataji. Now Krishna has already accepted the burden of carrying the sufferings or distress or all kind of activities of his pure devotees. Now Krishna is going to tell in this chapter, one who preaches, one who studies Gita, what is the impact of this study of Bhagavad Gita, which is the most holy and pious scripture, and one who preaches Bhagavad Gita, what is the effect? Yes, Mataji, 67.
Idam te nata pashkaya nabhaktaya kadachana na chachu sru save bashyam na cha mama yo bhayaschu yati. This confidential knowledge may not be explained to those who are not austere or devoted or engaged in devotional service, nor to one who is envious of me. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So now in these 67 to 78, what is his Lord Krishna is going to glorify the Bhagavad Gita. What is the effect of studying Gita and what are the effect of teaching Bhagavad Gita? So 61 says these teachings of Gita are not to be given to those persons who are number one, who are atapakshaya. Atapakshaya, that means those who are not austere, who do not follow the rules and regulations, who do not follow any discipline, and who are not, whose senses are not controlled. So that is first category to whom Gita should not be given. Second is abhaktaya. Abhaktaya means that na abhaktaya, without true devotion. That means those who are not devotees. Then ashushrave, na cha ashushrave. That means those who are not willing to hear Bhagavad Gita, or those who are not obedient, who do not listen to the instructions of a spiritual master or a pure devotee. And then abhashyati, yo abhashyati. That means those who are who are envious of me. So four categories are described. Firstly, those who are not austere, or secondly, those whose senses are not controlled, who are not engrossed in devotional service, and those who are envious of me. So such persons will never understand the Gita. But Arjuna was beyond all these things. He was on the other side of all these aspects. He was devoted. His senses were controlled. He was very austere, and he was always eager to listen to Krishna and follow his instructions. And he was always engaged in the devotional service of Lord Krishna. And lastly, not only a friend, a disciple, but also he was non-envious of Krishna, because he is putting all questions in correct perspective and getting the right answers. So 18 discussion in this purport is why different people envy Krishna, because he is supreme and nothing is above or equal to him. So, but people who are envious, they consider the demigods they are worshipping of their choice is more powerful than Krishna. They do not know that demigods have come, have their existence because of Krishna only. Secondly, why should not try to comment on Bhagavad Gita? Because whenever there are many commentaries on Bhagavad Gita, we know, and everybody has his own interpretation. But when we study Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is, then what Lord Krishna has said, that has come to him from disciplic succession, and he has learnt in the right perspective. He has not given any commentary of his own. It is only, he has explained only what Lord Krishna has said. So envious, faithless, and those who do not want to understand Krishna or don't want to hear Bhagavad Gita or glory of Krishna from a pure devotee or a spiritual master, they should not comment on Krishna's Bhagavad Gita, and they should not also be obeyed. Yes, Mataji, 68.
Okay. Ya idam paramam guhyam mad bhakteshva abhidashyati bhaktim mayi param kritva mama evashyati asamsaya. For one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me. Hare Krishna.
So you see, in earlier verse, he Krishna mentioned that who should not be given the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Now, in 68 to 69, these two verses, this one and this one, Lord is telling about the benefits of teaching Bhagavad Gita. Those who are teaching Bhagavad Gita, or those who hold meetings and talk on the different aspects of Bhagavad Gita. So what is the impact of those persons, impact on those persons who are teaching Bhagavad Gita? Yes, Mataji, please read the 69 also. They go together, in fact.
Okay. There nacha tasman manusyasi kashin me priya kritama bhabita nacha me tasmat anya priya taro bhubi. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than him, nor will there ever be one more dear. Hare Krishna.
So you can see the picture of Srila Prabhupada. Now he has come from disciplic succession from Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya, and he has learnt the essence of Bhagavad Gita from his spiritual master. And he is, by virtue of his teachings only, what we are here today in this class. So he says those who explain the supreme secret to the devotees, because Gita is not easily understood, because we need somebody who has understood Gita very well. And this is the status of Srila Prabhupada. He knew it in the real essence and real meaning. And so what happens when you understand Bhagavad Gita is science of devotional service, as just now Mata Chanda Mata mentioned, that by understanding those shlokas, a sense of devotional service or bhakti arises in our heart. So this is happening to all of us, in fact. When we really understand Bhagavad Gita in small, easy, simple terms, then we develop some kind of devotion towards Krishna, that he is really Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he assures that at the end, such person who develop pure devotion in their heart, they come back to him, Goloka, go back to home, back to Godhead in Goloka, Vrindavana, or Krishna Loka. And he says that there is no servant. So devotees in ISKCON, they consider themselves not as a teacher or a preacher. They consider themselves as servant of the servant of the servant. And this is how Prabhupada once to a journalist, he answered that, "Are you God?" He said, "No, I am servant of the God." So that kind of attitude helps us in strengthening our devotional service. And Lord Krishna says such devotees are very dear to me also. Yes, Mataji, this one thereafter Richa Jain Mataji might take up. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Adheyesyate cha ya imam dharmyam sambadam abhayo jnana yajnena tenaham ishta shyam iti me mati. And I declare that he who studies this sacred conversation worships me by his intelligence.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
So we will remember that In first section, there was Karma Yoga, then second section, it was Bhakti Yoga, and now we are giving his Gyan Yoga. And I think all of us who are present in this classroom don't feel that the earlier part was, Karma was easier to understand, Bhakti was slightly. Now what we understand in Gyan Yoga, through this section, we have a better understanding of Karma and Bhakti now. So this is what Lord Krishna is saying here. Those who listen declare that he is one who studies this sacred conversation worship me by intelligence, because now we know what we are doing, what is the role of soul, what is the mode of three modes of material nature, what is the role of super soul, and how everything is being orchestrated by three modes of material nature, how we are under control compulsively under those three modes of material nature, the five elements which have been discussed. I think by now we have a better understanding. So when we have a better understanding, naturally the faith becomes stronger and deeper. Yes, Richa Jain Mata. Thank you, Riya Mataji, for your response.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Shraddhavanam suyascha Shrino yo narha Sopi mukta shumbhala Loka Naprapana yukta punya
Karma.
karma. And one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free from all sinful reaction and attains to the planets where the pious dwell.
Thank you, Mataji. So, with faith, without envy, becomes free from sinful reaction and attains planets. So, the four aspects are given here. In 18.67, we have just gone through that Krishna said that Gita cannot be taught to non-devotees. But although everyone is a devotee, but everybody is not a devotee. So that means Gita cannot be taught to anyone. No, it is not like this. But there are out of non-devotees, there are people who are not envious of Krishna. They have some kind of faith in Krishna. They have some kind of respect or obeisances for Krishna. So they have faith in him, but the results cannot be attained by these people unless they fall into the devotional service of Krishna. So the essence of this verse is that though there may not be all may not be devotee, but there are devotees who are not envious of, there are persons who are not envious Krishna, who have some kind of respect or regard or obeisances in their heart for Krishna, and when they listen from a bona fide master or a pure devotee, then they become they develop some kind of bhakti in their heart. When there is bhakti, there will be no envy. There shall be no isha in their heart. So this is how the teaching, that is why, in ISKCON, where people hold classes, they go to different colleges, universities, and schools, different gatherings, and they talk about Bhagavad Gita. So such people who are not envious of Krishna, who are neither devotee, they become gradually, they come in the devotion of Lord Krishna. That is how all of us, in fact, have it, to begin with, come into ISKCON. That we were initially not knowing about Krishna, but we were not envious of Krishna. We used to worship him also in our hearts. But when now, after knowing Bhagavad Gita, the Karma Yoga, the Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga, we are now in worship of Krishna and realize that he is the supreme personality of Godhead, and there is none above. So now we come to this section. Now, so far as Krishna's discourse in Bhagavad Gita or teachings are concerned or message is concerned, is over now. Now, Krishna asked Arjuna whether he has understood the message given by him so far or not, or his intellect is fixed, or his sammoha, or his bewilderment, or his doubts or attachments, have they gone? So now Krishna will ask him. Arjuna replies now. Yes, Richard and Matthew 73.
Arjuna Uvach Nashto Moha Smrilabdha Tavat prasadan maya chuta sthitosmi gata sandeha karisye vachanam tava. Arjuna said, My dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy, and I am now firm and free from doubt, and I am prepared to act according to your instructions.
Thank you, Mataji. So in verse number 72, earlier verse, which is not given here, Krishna had asked him, Lord Krishna had asked Arjuna, O Partha, have you heard this very attentively? Or are you still in a state of ignorance and bewilderment, that is agyan or sammohan? Then Arjuna replies in 73 that Nasto moham smritir labdha. Now the illusion is gone. Moh, that means attachment has gone. I have regained my smriti, that is memory, labdha. Labdha means I've got the regained my memory now. Tvat prasadam maya chita. And by your mercy, in fact, maya chita, the illusion has gone now. Sthito asmi gat sandeha. My all doubts have gone now. Karishye vachanam tva. Karishye vachanam tva. I will do as per your instructions. Vachanam tva means your, vachanam means instructions, and karishe I will do. So now I am firmly convinced, and I'm firmly established in whatever you have told me, and accordingly I will act now. And how he will act? He will fight the enemy. You will remember in chapter number 2, in verse number 2.7, Arjuna says, Arjuna, when he surrenders to Lord Krishna, he says, Karpanya dosho pehta swabhava prakshami tvam dharma sammur cheta. Prakshami tvam, I'm asking you, dharma sammur tva, I'm confused, totally bewildered about my duty. Dharma sammudha cheta. My intelligence is completely disturbed, and I am not able to decide what is my dharma. Yakshe sannishitam bruhitam. Yakshe sannishitam bruhitanme. Bruhitanme means I am asking you. Sannishitam means please tell me in certain terms. Yakshe shishyate aham sadi mam tvam prapannam. Now I have surrendered to you. I am your disciple. Please guide me. And now this is the outcome of listening from 2.7 to 18.72. He says now, Nashto moham smriti labdha. My memory is regained. My sammohan, the bewilderment is gone. Tvam prasadam maya uchita. As a result of your mercy, the illusion which I was under has gone. Sthito asmi gati sandeha. That means all my doubts are gone now. I have received your message most intentively, and karishye vachanam tvam, I will do according to your instruction. So this is a beautiful transition from 2.7 to 18.73. Tat tva prasadat, by your mercy, my illusion now gone, regained my memory. I am now firm and free from doubt, prepared to according to your system. This is how a pure devotee should surrender to Lord after listening Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Mataji. Now this is virtually end of, we are in the last section of Bhagavad Gita, and the last chapter in the last section. So I hope we shall be finishing today, and we can have a small discussion afterwards when the verses are over, 78. So now this conversation is, we will remember in chapter number 1, that Dhritarashtra is listening the version of Bhagavad Gita, or Arjuna's Krishna's Sambad through Sanjaya. Now, what Sanjaya predicts, Sanjaya is also a living entity, a human being. After listening this conversation, what is his reaction? That is mentioned in 74 to 76. Yes, Mataji. Richard Mataji.
Sanjaya said, Thus have I heard the conversation of two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna, and so wonderful is that message that my hair is standing on end. By the mercy of Vyasa, I have heard these most confidential talks directly from the master of all mysticism, Krishna, who was speaking personally to Arjuna. O king, as I repeatedly recall this wondrous and holy dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, I take pleasure being thrilled at every moment.
Thank you, Mataji. So we will remember the Sanjaya had the divine drashti or the Divya drashti by mercy of Vyasadeva, that he could see what was happening miles and miles away and could narrate description of battlefield to Dhritarashtra, King Dhritarashtra. So, and here Arjuna was very fortunate because he was listening that message directly in the battlefield from Lord Krishna. So both souls are very pious and elevated. Even Sanjaya, besides Arjuna. So said he is so enthralled by listening this message that his ear is standing. He is in a state of romance, and now repeatedly he says to the trust that I repeatedly recall the wondrous and holy dialogue which has transpired between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. I am so fortunate, I am so happy that I am thrilled at every moment when I listen to this message. So he is emphasizing upon Dhritarashtra that what holy conversation did take place between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. Yes, Mataji. 77.
Yes, Prabhuji. Touch, touch, sansmritya, rupam, tyad, bhutam, hare, vismayo me mahan, rajan, hyashyami cha punha punha. O king, when I remember the wonderful form of Lord Krishna, I am struck with even greater wonder, and I rejoice again and again.
So in 74 to 76, Sanjay is paying obeisance to Ved Vyasji, and he is mentioning that I am so in a state of such a thrill and bliss that my entire body is responding. Now, in this verse, he is saying that that form he is describing. First was hearing what he heard. Second is by witnessing the form of Lord Krishna. He is so happy and blissful inside that wonderful form of Lord Krishna that I am his great wonder. So sense of this is a sense. First, it was sense of gratitude towards his guru Vyasadeva, who was kind enough to give him this divine vision. Secondly, now he was still more fortunate because he could see the loving form of Lord Krishna with his through his divine mission. So he says that I am so wonderstruck. You will remember in the event in chapter 11, universal form was, he described it so beautifully to Dhritarashtra. Most of the shlokas were spoken by Sanjaya in chapter 11 to Dhritarashtra, describing the magnanimous form of Lord Krishna when he showed his universal form. So he is enjoying this form. Yes, Chanda Mataji, you may read the last verse of this chapter. Thank you, Richa Jan Mataji, for your contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूतिध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम्. Whenever there is Krishna, the master of all mystic, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. Hare Krishna. Hare
Thank you,
Bol.
Mataji. So you will remember the first chapter, initial verses, first verse. He had asked Sanjaya, what did they do when they assembled there? Now, Dhritarashtra was sure that my son has gone, Duryodhana has gone to fight and with the Pandavas and of course become victorious. In the heart of his hearts, he wanted his son to be victorious, though he was very doubtful. That is why he put this question. Anyway, now he is still, after listening all this description, he is very much dejected now. Initially, he was sure that Duryodhan will win this battle and become victorious and rule Hastinapur dynasty, continue to rule the Hastinapur. But now, after listening this description, narration from Sanjaya, and also these the four verses, 74, 75, 76 verses from Sanjaya. Now, initially, though he was because Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all those great fighters were with them, and he was certain that probably, but now he is very dejected and disappointed. Because Sanjaya is directly now saying, Yatra Yogeshwaro Krishna, wherever Lord Krishna is there, with whom Lord Krishna is there, Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, and where Dhanurdhar, that means a expert warrior or in arts science, Arjun is there. Tatra Shirar Vijayo Bhutir. Their victory is certain wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna is merciful because he is the Yogeshwara. He is Ishwar of all yogas. Of all yogas, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Gyan Yoga. He is the supreme person and an expert archer like Arjuna. Wherever these two are there, victory is certain there. So this is the final verse from Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. That is my opinion, that this is Dhruv, this is going to be certain, that wherever there is Krishna, wherever there is Arjuna, there is going to be victory, there shall be opulence, there shall be extraordinary power and morality. Now he is saying morality. Morality, because we know that Kurus were on the immoral path, they were on irreligious path. Now he realizes after listening conversation between the dialogues between Arjuna and Krishna, that morality is on the side of Pandavas. And there is opulence also on the side, because Krishna, the master of 6 opulences, he is with Arjuna, and Arjuna is pious devotee and disciple. Whereas Duryodhan was never pious, he was always envious. He never considered Krishna as supreme personality of Godhead. And you will remember earlier when Krishna had gone for a peace, with peace proposal to Duryodhana, he had asked Krishna to be arrested. And at that moment, Krishna showed him universal form, which nobody could see because of the bright effulgence of thousands of moons and sun that was there. Everybody closed his eyes except Bhishma Pitama and the pious person, Bhishma Pitama and Vidur. They could see that, yes, Lord is giving. They folded their hands and paid obeisances to that form. But so everything was there. When Krishna is there, everything is there. We know why. We had discussed about 6, 7 or 8 points that what were the signs of victory. And you will remember that because where Krishna was on this, with Arjuna, Krishna was on the side of Dharma. And Lord, then we remember the Agni Rath, the presence of Hanuman, Lord Hanuman, the Pashupati Ashtra, the Mokshadayi Ekadashi, and whenever Krishna is there, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, is also there. So these were all auspicious signs on the battlefield when Krishna was there in the battlefield with Arjuna. So now, for certain, he is going to tell that no, Krishna and Arjuna, Pandavas are going to win this battle, and there is no doubt about it. So this way we come to end of this our journey in the level 2 advanced pre-bhakti shastri group. And I'm very, very grateful to all the devotees who had been kind enough to continue with me in this journey, though I hardly, in fact, know anything about Krishna science, but I've just tried to explain whatever little I knew. And I'm sure I wish all of you, please do continue with your spiritual journey with ISKCON Mangaluru and join the next level of class. for which Mataji, Kirti Mataji has already shared the link with you. So thank you very much for being there. And you have given a great opportunity for me to learn myself many, many new things here with you people by your association. Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Mataji. Anybody would
Thank you,
like to
Prabhuji.
say anything or
Thank you.
comment? You're most welcome.
Thank you, Prabhuji. You are so kind-hearted. You have just poured all the knowledge, whatever you have, and literally not only me, all the students who are in this class have dived into the ocean of knowledge which you have given us and you poured on us. Really, we are so fortunate to be in the journey in which you have taken and the torchlight which you have shown. We will definitely, we are on the path, and further we will, I will personally, I will proceed and I will try to go more deeper and dive into the lotus feet of Krishna. And until and unless I will literally, I want to realize, I want to find what I don't know, but I want to just dive and dive.
Thank you, Mataji. All glories to Krishna and of
Yes,
Srila
Prabhuji.
Prabhupada. I'm just, it means medium only. I've done nothing, in fact. Thank you so much.
And through this journey only, Prabhuji, who we are, I found, I understand that we are just the Nimitt Matram,
Yes.
that bhava which we understood through Bhagvat Gita. It given me a new path to look our life and understand that why we are here and what we are. When we, the ego all arises in our mind, that all three guna, so now I can make out that where I am rising my this three guna, when I am tamas, when I am rajas, and when I am sattva. So I can rectify and I try to bring my guna into the sattva so that I can feel Krishna more near, more closer, and I can feel him within myself. So this is the journey where I have find uh, uh, and you have given me that torch, that key, yes, and the word by word and the understanding and the meaning and the bhava which you have taught us. Though I don't remember all, but whatever you have given us, it is within me, and I promise to you that in my life further, how much and how much breath I will take on in on this earth, I will be in Krishna consciousness. There is nothing except on this universe. It is only he and he.
Thank
He
you.
himself.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. So all glory to Krishna and his devotees, pure devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
We'll be remembering your class, Shop 7, every day. And you had gone very deep, Prabhuji, actually. And very nicely you used to question us and bring out the answer from us and made the class so interesting, which we will cherish in our life.
Thank you.
And you're a fatherly figure, and we seek your blessings to advance ourselves in Krishna consciousness. Thank you. I have attended many classes, Prabhuji, but somehow your class, I didn't feel like missing your class.
So nice.
And
Mataji.
interestingly, you took the class. I'm sure all my other devotees agree with what Chandamataji said and what I have said. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Seeking your blessings.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thanks a lot.
Let's seek the blessings of Krishna, who is all pervading, present, listening to us when we are talking here. And we just now heard what the effect of studying and teaching Gita is. So everybody is learning, Mataji. I'm also a learner. I have learned also so many good things from all of you. I'm so grateful to all of you indeed. Thank you very
And
much.
so far, the 18 chapters you have covered, I feel it has gone quite fast, I feel.
We had 80 sessions, Mataji, 10 sessions for glories of holy name, 12 sessions for that Dashavatar, and we conducted, this was 58th, 5/8, 58th session of Bhagavad Gita. So the total 80 sessions we covered, those
80. Okay.
80. And we started on 23rd February 24. So today we are finishing. So my
Yeah.
request is,
Prashanta, I really liked it, Prabhu.
thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Mataji. So before
Hare
we
Krishna,
close,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Very enlightening class, Prabhuji,
Thank you
always.
so much. It was
Thank you
all
for
your-
guiding us.
It is your contribution, Mataji. I'm just a messenger.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
Prabhuji. I want to
Prabhuji.
ask one question.
Yes, Mataji.
If anyone wants to join the L3 level without uploading the certificate of L2 and L1, is it possible?
I think you will be required to submit the label, the 2 certificate at least.
It is mandatory written there that you have to
Yeah,
upload that level
It
2
has to be
certificate.
uploaded. So if you have completed all your quiz online, then they automatically send you a soft copy of the certificate, Mataji, by mail.
Acha,
So
okay.
only just you have to complete the quiz. Then there is no problem. You are so learned, Mataji. You know so detailed concept of, you have such a detailed concept of Bhagavad Gita itself, essence of Bhagavad Gita. So there shall be no problem. Even if you have not taken quiz, request Kirti Mataji, she will provide you the link and complete it. You will get instantly the certificate.
My
Okay.
2 chapters are pending, the last one, rest I have completed.
Please do. My request is that please do before you become eligible for going ahead. It
Yes,
is so
today
nice.
itself I will complete it.
But
Just now I would like to share with you. I joined this journey in May 2021. And one or other course or one or other level, I'm still continuing, Mataji. It is all
Wow.
Krishna's mercy that I barely could afford to, like Swami Prabhu Mataji, I barely could afford to miss any of the classes, because, you know, they are so interesting and they give you so much elaborate information that you become immersed in that bhava most of the times. So please do continue your journey in the spiritual path.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji.
Prabhuji, let's say something.
Attendance
Prabhu-
link I have posted in the group, in the chat box.
Prabhuji, I also want to say something.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Swamprabha Mataji and Chanda Mataji have expressed in words, but I'm speechless. I just want to say that whenever I pray, I take your name.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
Mataji, please. I'm not that big. Take the name of Krishna because he is great, supreme. He has given us this platform. He has given us this knowledge to discuss a little, whatever small understanding we have. So just think of Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji.
Dhanyavad,
we are
Prabhuji.
feeling sad, Prabhuji, that the class has given.
Prabhuji, just before that, Mataji
Yes,
said that
Prabhuji, we
he
will
takes
miss
your
you.
name. So I want to sing 2 line. That lines are there. Guru Govind do khade काके लागो पास बलिहारी गुरु आपने गोविंद दियो बता बलिहारी गुरु आपने गोविंद दियो बता. So gurus are always before Bhagavan. So they are the source by which we realize the God, Krishna. So Prabhuji, of course, you are always there and you are the one who made us many concepts of Bhagavad Gita and Krishna form. We realized and we now we know that these are how it is and how the Arjuna and very sincerely, I want to say that with your words and explanation, I understood and I have realized and I have taken that I am Arjuna. I have to become Arjuna. So, to know Krishna, one should be Arjuna. So, this sentence of yours and you made me understand, though that class I will never forget in my life. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Pankaj Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Really, Prabhuji, I have learned lot, Prabhuji. because as a pharma profession, there was a less time. But I have attended in a train, in a bus, in a busy schedule, even in traveling. But Prabhuji, really I have learned a lot. It was accidentally I've got one message from someone for the level 1. I have attended level 1. So I have successfully passed level 1. Then it was just to see, to learn the Bhagavad Gita, and I have today I have attended I have surpassed the level 2 also, and I have done the quiz also, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
I
very
have
nice.
cleared all the 18 quiz also.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. You shared your
It was
certificate.
good learning for me, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Please continue with your
I'm
spiritual journey.
visiting temple also, Prabhuji. I'm visiting temple also. Past 2 months I'm visiting in Jew. Actually, I'm staying in Mumbai.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
going to Jew
Beautiful.
temple also.
Very nice.
Just
Very
because
nice.
I have no link of ISKCON, and just this platform of I have learned, Prabhuji.
In fact, everybody can join the temple or through YouTube. It is live, or the through temple link. You can always be in association. That is online association with devotees, so that it is equally good. Though physical association with devotees in the temple, that is of course the greatest thing to happen, because that brings your transformation. You see with your eyes how devotees are conducting themselves, their behavior, their dress, their method of worship, everything. You learn new things. So offline association is definitely very good. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Mataji, Riyaji and Mataji, you can say the closing prayer. It will close today.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, are you taking again the classes?
Mataji, I don't know. The temple management allocates teachers to different groups, and they keep on rotating groups also. So I'm not, I have taken classes for kids, then level 1, now advanced level 2. So I don't know what they are going to assign to me. It shall be my very pleasant obligatory duty on my part, an humble duty for me to do any service to temple by discussing Lord's message to with devotees.
Oh.
So I don't know.
And do we get the link in the group if you are taking any other class?
Not really. I am not very sure, because they give link of that class which the devotees are going to join only, not other links. So if in case, I don't know, if they give me any other class, I'll let you know, Mataji. No problem.
Okay, we would like to join, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Hare
Thank,
Krishna. Riya
thank you.
Mataji, say the closing prayer.
Hare Krishna to all the devotees. We had good
Hare
association
Krishna,
with
Prabhuji and
everyone.
Mataji.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, Prabhuji.
We'll be remembering at 7 o'clock sharp. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Happy time in Prabhuji.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. To all of you, I wish you all a great journey ahead in this ISKCON in Krishna consciousness. Please continue.
Okay.
Yes, Riya Mataji, please.
Okay.
Vancha.
Vanchakalpatarubhyassa kripa sindhuva eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji, and Dandavat Pranam to all of you. And thank you for your association and participation, and of course, valuable contribution in these classes. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.